David Moyes is expected to be confirmed as the next West Ham manager in the next 24 hours. That's after Slaven Bilic was today sacked. Saturday's 4-1 defeat at home to Liverpool has left West Ham in the Premier League's relegation zone. Bilic has called his sacking a logical step and gave his immediate feelings about his departure to reporters today outside the Hammers training ground.
Sad and disappointed, but not in the club. I mean, I expected that, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was the move it is the move that the clubs are usually doing. No hard feelings, to be fair. I'm going to be, especially when the time goes by, I'm going to be very proud of my work here.
It's a classy enough exit.
He hasn't got a care in the world though, has he? He's like, come on, that's it now.
He's going to find a job handy enough for the next 6 months, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not that though. But it's that how many managers you see they wouldn't even come out and speak. They'd be like, no, I'll speak to you next week. You're just like,
I think even after the game on Saturday, he was saying to reporters that were asking, they're like, yeah, you listen, this is something we're just going to have to speak about with the owners. This is clearly not working, you know. And onwards, he went to Monday and he was laid off.
It was a tricky one for him in some ways. In that,
did you play with Bilic? Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Well,
the same thing as that is like, you get dropped from the team and he just walks straight out and just light up a cigarette and just be in reception having a smoke as the fans were coming in.
We played against.
Didn't care.
We played against him in 99, I think it was, 98, 99, and he was substituted at half time in the game. I remember at half time we were coming out and he was just there smoking a fag just at half time after coming off.
You don't know when they beat us in the Euros, he was into the dressing room, the first one into the dressing room after the game, and he like shook all our hands and said unlucky and all the best, and he was like genuinely really like,
he seems like a good sort.
Yeah, and he was nice about it, but he's just a really nice fella, and I just think that the characters they've got, West Ham, when you look at that team, there's no one who's actually going to drag them over. And certainly Slaven seems like someone who's
he's looking around looking for that little bit of a leader in there, I suppose, isn't he?
I was going to say that didn't help him because he was only given a 1-year extension over the summer, so it wasn't like the club made a big commitment to him. It always had the feel of a let's see how the first 10 games go, and as you said, Richard, if the characters in the team aren't all right, then it's kind of a sinking ship because they've a ready-made excuse.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, you look at the players that have come in and none of them have been a success really. I know Hernandez has scored some goals, but he's been played out of position at different times, and you're looking at maybe Joe Hart and Zabaleta, who have come from big careers at Man City, and they've not taken it and pushed them on a little bit. They just seem to have fallen in with the rest, and it all seems to be just very easy, and like everyone does just the bare minimum, the whole team at the moment.
There was a piece of Match Day a couple of weeks ago where they showed an example of West Ham players thinking they're working, but actually it was kind of trotting around kind of a working, and they were just saying, this isn't going to cut it, you know.
Yeah, it's tough because for a long time you look at West Ham, they had that one good season 2 years ago where they finished 7th or something like that, and it looked great, but they've never been a strong team. They've always signed individuals, even going back to Tevez and Mascherano. They were just individuals in a team, and that's how they sort of are themselves now. Even with, I heard John Malter speaking about Arnautovic, and
didn't hold back.
No, but it's true. That's the fans. If the fans are listening to it, going, what type of characters are we bringing into this club? And it's like, well, John Malters, everyone knows what sort of character he is, so he's not gonna lie about something, and he knows this player inside out. So
he was basically saying, for anyone who didn't catch it, he was on that BBC show on the Sunday morning, what's it called?
Match of the Day
Extra. Sorry, he was just basically saying, look, Arnautovic isn't going to dig in when the going gets tough, and like, you know, Johnny Walters would be the exact type of player who would hate that type of
well, he would have been dropped for Arnautovic at times, wouldn't he?
Several times for Stoke,
it would have been, he'd have been left on the bench, and he was always the go-to lad, wasn't he? Stoke are in trouble, let's get Johnny Walters on and he'll do the job, and then he stays in the team. It was always seemed to be Christmas time when he got a run of games, really.
And was Bilic then, so this would have been at Everton, I presume?
Yeah.
Was he a good teammate? Was he popular?
Yeah, he was brilliant. He's a really nice fella and still is now.
He seems very likeable in the media.
Yeah, he's brilliant, and like, even I worked with him at the Euros. He was doing stuff for ITV, and you seen him when he was on that, and he was jumping on the counters and celebrating when Payet was scoring, because he has that much emotion for his team and the players that he signed. And but unfortunately in this case they seem to have let him down.
And is there any issue when, if he's left out of the team, he goes into the lobby for a smoke? Is anyone saying, come on Slaven?
I think he might have been our record signing at the time. We'd signed him for 5 million or something, so this is back in the late 90s, and I don't think anyone else at Everton was bothered, let alone him, so it was just the way it was.
Right, okay, that's interesting.